Ram Talk.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Ram Talk with Robb Johnson. I'm not going to be on here too long with you guys today. You can't see my face because I'm on this little location, and I'm trying to get this show out today. VCU Rams, the women and the men both have games. The women are playing at the Siegel Center at 1 p.m. today, and the men are on the road. Actually, they're on a neutral court against the Miami Hurricanes. We're going to just start first with the women. Today, they play against Rider. Rider is a 1-3 team out of the Metro Atlantic League. VCU has lost, 2 games by 4 and 2 points. This is a way for VCU to get right today. Again, we're not going to be in here long today. This has been Ram Talk with Robb Johnson, just giving you guys the rundown of what we're going to be talking about today and everything that is going to be going on with the VCU basketball Rams, men and women. They've lost 2 games by a combined 6 points. They have to get it right today. They go against Rider. They have an opportunity to go 3-2 on the season. So I expect the VCU women to get their game today at home at the Siegel Center at 1 p.m. Now, to the men. Let's talk about the men. 4-2 VCU against 3-2 Miami. I've talked about this before. I've said it before to you guys that if VCU wants to be taken seriously, and again, I talked to Coach Odom about this going with our interview. I will try to replay that interview for you guys here soon. I hit some points about the non-conference. I hit some points about VCU being taken seriously in the non-conference. Today, you play a Miami Hurricanes team who right now is 14th in the ACC. They haven't played in the ACC yet, but they've lost some games. Let's go through the Miami Hurricanes schedule if we could so far. Fairleigh Dickinson, 113-72. They beat Binghamton. They beat Coppin State. They lost to Drake, 80-69. They lost to Oklahoma State, 80-74. Currently, Oklahoma State is 4-1. And Drake, I hope people don't overlook a team like Drake, who is 5-0 out of the Missouri Valley Conference. The Missouri Valley Conference, as a lot of people know, have done well over the years when it comes to the NCAA tournament. However, this is a Miami Hurricanes team that VCU should beat. This is a Miami Hurricanes team that, again, if the Virginia Commonwealth University Rams want to be taken seriously, they have to win games like this. And we look at VCU's upcoming schedule. They have Elizabeth City coming up here on this Friday. I remind you guys that Charleston alum Cam Johnson plays for Elizabeth City, so make sure you come out and support that. The Siegel Center this upcoming Friday. They have Georgia Southern, Penn, Colorado State, New Mexico, and Women Married before they get into conference play against St. Bonaventure on the 31st of December. Folks, like I said before, I believe I said they can only lose a minimum of 2 games during this non-conference schedule. I'll give them 3. I'll give them 3 because they have tough games against Colorado State, against New Mexico, teams that can give them trouble. Even a team like Women Married, it's a rivalry game. They're 3-4. They shouldn't lose that game, but it is a rivalry game. Against Penn, who is always tough to play against, out of the Ivy League. Who was I getting ready to say? I said Colorado State twice. Georgia Southern, a team that you cannot take lightly, who's 5-2 out of the Sun Belt, a very tough conference. So, you're the VCU Rams. What is the game plan against the University of Miami today? Quite frankly, if it's me, again, you have to come out, you have to attack the paint, and you have to make sure that you're not shooting too many threes. We'll go back to their last game that they lost against Nevada, where I said the game before they shot way too many threes and didn't attack the paint. So, again, let's go back to the matchup against Nevada. They did a little better here, 10-31 from three-point land, still only shooting 32%, while Nevada shot 7 of 13, 53%. Free throws. This is a disparity, ladies and gentlemen, that is just horrible. Nevada shot 26 free throws and only made 15. VCU only shot 14 and made 11. That can't happen. They did out-rebound Nevada, but only by 3. You look at blocks. VCU had 4 blocks to 1. Turnovers, it was 11-11. Points in the paint. Again, and I hate to get frustrated, but this is what I'm talking about. Nevada, 24 points in the paint while VCU only had 16. That can't happen. You got to get in the paint. You got to attack the paint. You got to attack the paint, folks. That's critical. They did beat up on Nevada in second chance points with 18-8. And I understand that. Points off turnovers, 20-8-9 in favor of VCU. VCU's largest lead of the game, 15 points. You never should lose a 15-point lead, especially if you're a team, again, you're coming out of A-10, you want to be taken seriously. VCU, this is a good daggone team, folks. This team, top to bottom, you get a Zeb Jackson back. This is a team that is really good, folks. Saw them in person the first game of the season. They beat up on Boston College. I know Boston College is not picked to be very good this year. We understand all that. But this is a good basketball team. This is a team that has the ability, in my opinion, to make a really good NCAA tournament run. So the teams you've lost to, Seton Hall, Nevada, as Coach said in the interview, as Coach Odom said in the interview, even the teams you lose to in the non-conference, you need those teams to prosper. Even look at Boston College right now. They beat Boston College. But BC is what now, 3-1. Even though it was Temple, even though it was Loyola, Maryland, they're still 3-1. You want teams like this to continue to win. They play South Carolina. They play Wake Forest coming up in December. You need Boston College to continue to win these basketball games. You now have to, if you're VCU, you now have to rely on your non-conference. The teams you beat, the teams you lose to, you need them to remain good so that you can remain relevant. And the committee can say that was a bad loss. That was a bad loss. You don't want it to be the end of the season and they're saying, oh, we have a team here that you lost to and this team is no longer good. No, it can't be like that if you're the VCU Rams. They've been fighting this for years. They know what the spiel is. They understand what the task is. They understand in the non-conference. This non-conference schedule was set up for VCU to have success. I said in the offseason, this team has to have 26 or more wins, 27 or more to even think about an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament, because these type of losses, these types of wins are going to count when it comes to the postseason. So if you want to get my prediction, it's going to be a tough game. Both teams are going to play hard because both teams need to win this game. Miami is no slouch. Miami is a team that can shoot the basketball. They can get inside. They can do special things. So it's going to be a tough game. But the one thing that the VCU Rams can count on is this: if you can do this, if you can win this basketball game, you definitely will be able to say at the end of the season, hey, we beat 2 ACC teams. We beat 2 ACC teams, so that's something I feel like will be good for the Rams if they can somehow, get this going. I will say this: Joe Basile leads the Rams in scoring with 17.2 points per game, along with 4.7 rebounds per game and 2.8 assists per game. Philip Russell, 10.7, and Max Schlugger, I always struggle to say his name a little bit, but I got it, has 14.8 points per game with team highs of 6.7 rebounds per game and 3.8 assists per game against with the Rams leading in rebounds. Max is the key for this team, but he can't do it alone. They need Joe. They need the rest of these guys. Zeb has to continue to get acclimated into this team. Everyone on this roster needs to continue to play. Everybody needs to continue to play hard. Everybody needs to continue to rebound, but it needs to be where people are getting into the paint and scoring. The paint scoring is so critical. I said it before, and I'll say it again. When Nevada beats you in the paint 24-16, that's concerning. When you're only shooting 32, 20s in the 30s in three-point land, and it's a low percentage. Get to the paint. Transition offense. Take that defense that you're playing that tough-nosed defense, and translate that into points. College basketball, folks, is hard enough as it is. And you really have got to understand the science of what the game is turning into. There's no longer an easy game in college basketball. Let's get that straight. College basketball, men or women, there's no longer an easy game. You got to play your butt off on every side of the floor. It's not like the old days anymore. Everybody's tough. Everybody's coming for your neck. So that's just how that is. Folks, my prediction today, I have the VCU ladies winning against Rider, and I have VCU winning. I have them beating, well, let's go back to Rider. I have the VCU women beating Rider. I would give it 80 to 57, and I'll give it to the VCU Rams beating Miami 70-62 in a good, hard-fought game at 12:30 today. That game, I believe that game should be on television. I don't have the network. They don't have the network for that, but check all your local listing channels for that game for VCU against Miami. Again, 4-2 VCU against 3-2 Miami. Both teams need this win. Let's hope the VC Rams can get this win and continue their push to the A-10 and then possibly an NCAA tournament bid. I will see you all tomorrow. I'll give you guys a time. Make sure you check out the Legacy Maker Sports Network and Robb Johnson Media. My Robb Johnson Media Facebook page, I have two. I have my regular page, and then I have Robb Johnson Media. We're going to continue to try to build that up, but you're listening to me now on the regular Robb Johnson Facebook page where I put all my sports opinions and things like that, as well as you can check me out as well on Robb Johnson Media, which is my other sports page where it's just strictly sports and nothing else. Again, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll give you guys a time tonight, and we'll discuss this VC Rams against Miami Hurricanes game and the VCU ladies against Rider. See you all tomorrow. Thank you for watching Ram Talk with Robb Johnson.